is the voice of the Patriot, where we speak truth to power. Now here we don't criticize, but if we must, it will only be on one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we keep saying we are in the service of God and country. Again, here we are not neutral, because we have actually taken sides, the side of the truth. That is why we keep saying we are the headquarters of the truth. Now today in our daily editorial, we have a number of issues to look at, and we need to go straight up into these headlong. Now the very first story we are looking at today is quite interesting, and I need you to open your ears and listen with rapt attention. It says, "Arise, Ghana pickets U.S. Embassy demands Ofori-Atta's return." And I read, now pressure group Arise Ghana has staged a protest at the United States Embassy in Accra, demanding that former Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta be returned to Ghana to face investigation over alleged financial mismanagement. Now the group, clad in red and black attire, converged on the embassy premises on Tuesday morning, that's today, with placards bearing inscriptions such as "Bring Ken Home" and "No Hiding Place for Corruption." The demonstration comes as the former minister remains outside the country and ongoing investigations by the Office of the Special Prosecutor into several transactions approved during his tenure being discussed. Now, Ken Ofori-Atta, who served as Ghana's finance minister from 2017 to 2024 under the new Patriotic Party administration, has been at the center of multiple public controversies over alleged financial mismanagement and procurement-related concerns. In recent years, the Office of the Special Prosecutor announced investigations into several transactions approved during his tenure, including revenue assurance contracts, public debt restructuring, restructuring processes, and payments made under sole sourcing arrangements. His lawyers have previously stated that he remains willing to cooperate with any lawful investigative process, citing health and security concerns for his temporary stay outside the country. First and foremost, I must congratulate and pat Arise Ghana on the back. In fact, Bernard Mona and his boys are doing so well. The best place to have done this is no other place but where they chose to go, the American Embassy. Number two, there couldn't have been any better day to do this than today. We are several hours ahead of America in terms of time because of our time zones. Therefore, the Americans would wake up early this morning and be greeted with this probably as the first news item if Trump is not embroiled in another unnecessary controversy today. My brother, my sister, America said that it is ready and will never block any extradition process of these two people, Sedina Tamaklu Ationu and Ken Kuntunkununku Ofori-Atta. Now, I listened to an interview in which Bernard Mona mentioned right here on 3FM a couple of hours ago that if America continues to keep Ken, it is a slap in the face of democracy, accountability, and probity in our country. And many other office holders will be so emboldened to continue in this nauseating business of unaccountability for their tenure. My brother, my sister, this is Bernard Mona speaking. Now, the Americans have seen the demonstration. The Americans have seen that we are ready to have these guys come back. It's a shame that Ofori-Atta is still hiding under some health and the fact that he'll be maltreated when he comes here. What a shameless guy. You are not serious. You are such a wicked guy. You this guy called Ken. Your uncle Nana Akufo-Addo is working here. If anybody ever visited us with more heinous crimes than Nana Akufo-Addo, then that must be Satan himself. What did Nana Akufo-Addo do to us in his 8 years of autocracy? He asphyxiated us. Can I say that word again? He asphyxiated us, strangled us. Those of us who experienced the Lazarus syndrome are those sitting here in front of you. To those who don't understand that syndrome, it's not difficult to find it out. Those of you who read the Bible, Lazarus died and woke up, right? So he killed us. We are actually ghosts back in this country. Yes, the Lazarus syndrome. My brother, my sister, even Nana Addo is working here. Bawumia is working here with no threats to his life. Yet this guy alone is too comfortable, my brother, my sister, to return home to account for his lousy administration of our finances. To Bernard Mona, I want to say thank you so much. We appreciate you and your Ghana arise. This is the most important demonstration we have had since the year began. Congratulations. And to the American people, we are watching you. We know you will do the right thing, but you have a president who puts money first. You have a president who is only interested in the economy. Let me be fair to him. In some other aspects, he talks about morality, because at least he's talked about gender. At least he's talked about some other people suffering in some other countries, Christians. And therefore, he wanted to go out there and help Christians. At least that's morality in one way or the other. But most of the time, he puts the economy ahead. If you are able to give him $500,000 to $1 million American dollars, you could be the worst criminal in the world. He will give you residence in America. What kind of guy is this? So if Africans steal all our money and run to America and give you $1 million, which is just the tip of the iceberg of what they stole, you will give them residence according to a certain program called the Golden Card or Golden whatever. Thank you one more time, Bernard Mona. We appreciate you. Now the next thing I want to look at is equally interesting, and I need you to come along, okay? This one here, oh my God, it's very interesting. Very interesting. I'm going all the way to Uganda, and I want to look at something here. I want to look at something very interesting here. I need you to come with me, okay? I'm reading this from my Joy Online, and it says, Bobi Wine tells the BBC from hiding that he will not contest the Uganda election results in court. And I read, Uganda's opposition leader, Bobi Wine, has told the BBC he will not contest the results of Thursday's election in court, citing a lack of confidence in the judiciary, and has instead urged his supporters to take to the streets to peacefully protest. Now, speaking to the BBC from hiding, he said he will continue to stand up to President Yoweri Museveni despite concerns for his safety. The judiciary in Uganda is captured, and we encourage Ugandans to use any legal means to fight back and protect their democracy, the 43-year-old former pop star said. Museveni, 81, won the vote by a landslide and has accused the opposition of seeking to overturn the results through violence, calling them terrorists. He gained 72% of the vote, while Wine, his closest challenger, got 25%. Wine, whose real name is Robert Kyagulanyi, maintains the results are fake and has cited ballot stuffing without providing any details. Now, during his interview, Wine also hit out at the security forces for not allowing food into his family home, where his wife and relatives are effectively under house arrest. He says he fled the house in a suburb of the capital, Kampala, on Friday night during a raid by the security forces. We reject those results because they are fake and they don't in any way reflect the voting pattern. They are completely different from the results in the electoral polling stations and on the declaration forms. Wine told the BBC, speaking from an undisclosed location. Now, the authorities have not responded to his allegations, but the Uganda Human Rights Commission said the technical and procedural challenges observed on the polling day did not undermine the overall fairness of the election. Now, my brother, my sister, I was in Uganda myself, and I saw the power of Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. When he is coming to town, all the roads must clear. All motorists must stop at least 30 minutes before his convoy drives through. And he's heavily guided and guarded with guns and other weapons. In fact, in Uganda, you dare not say anything bad. You dare never criticize Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, an 81-year-old faded former soldier. He has become so inordinately powerful that he's almost like a teen god in that country. I'm not too sure about the stuffing of the ballot boxes. I'm not too sure about Robert Kyagulanyi, a.k.a. Bobi Wine, my own very good friend Bobi Wine, ever winning an election with this guy still in power. Look, the people of Uganda fear him. This man can pay anybody to vote for him. And my very good friend Robert Kyagulanyi, a reggae dancehall superstar who I have a collaboration with, and which music I'll be playing right after this one. My brother, my sister, this is Bobi Wine. He woke up one day in poverty, and by evening, he became a billionaire. Somebody just picked him up and said, you know what? Because of the huge following you have, and all the political songs that you sing, and your interest in politics, we want you to run for MP. And immediately he did, and he won, hands down, in the district of Chiadondo, where I resided when I was in Uganda a couple of times last year. My brother, my sister, this is Robert Kyagulanyi, a former MP of the Chiadondo area. Yes, Robert Sentamo Kyagulanyi. My brother, my sister, the people might like him. The people might hate Museveni, But do they trust this gentleman here called Bobi Wine to run the country? Do they? Does he only have pop fans who follow him wherever he goes, yet they might not be interested in him becoming president? It's possible. It's like a music superstar running for election. A lot of his fans, music fans, might follow him to wherever he is. But deep inside them, they are only there for the music. They might not be there for his political ambition. It is very possible. Much as they might not like Museveni, they might just say, for now, the devil is running for election. We will keep him till an angel comes. Moreover, he has the power of the army. He has the power to control the electoral commission. My brother, my sister, with all these advantages, let me play the devil's advocate. He might continue to stay in power till he dies in power. The best chance for my very good friend Robert Sentamu Chiagulanyi, aka Bobi Wine, might be to get another person to run for president while he becomes vice president. Maybe with that, the people of Uganda might say, okay, you know what? We thought he probably was too young and too inexperienced to run. Now that there is somebody he can run under, we might vote for him. I'll make sure this tape gets to him, and maybe in the next elections, he might use his popularity to support a more experienced politician so that they can do away with this guy called Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Well, it's the voice of the Patriot.
Yabo!
Blakk Rasta is a messenger, teaching the youth about roots and culture. I tell them I see them remember, that's all him a deal with aga. One more time. Blakk Rasta is a messenger, teaching the youth about roots and culture. And tell them I see the remember, that's all him a deal with aga. Blakk Rasta is a messenger, teaching the youth about roots and culture. And tell them I see the remember, that's all him a deal with aga. One more time. Blakk Rasta is a messenger, teaching the youth about roots and culture. And tell them I see the remember, that's all him a deal with aga.